So I wasn't planning on making a video, but this is not going to be long. This is not going to be, like short or level. Yes, there's going to be a lot of bullshit, things I'm going to mention, and I hope that they fix it. But since I've been playing For Honor on PS4, there's been a lot of bullshit cheating in this game. I'm glad that they nerfed this guy. I can't even say his name correctly. I'm glad that they nerfed the new dude. But he's still, technically, he's still broken. Like, he's fucking broken. And since I've been playing the game, I kind of like how everybody is. Like, I kind of like finding, like when I play, of all the characters I don't own in this game, because I feel like putting money into it is just a waste of time for me. And not only that, like, since there's so much bullshit, pretty much I noticed that when there's favoritisms too in this game, and surprisingly all the Vikings are fucking broken in some ways. You can beat them, but they're still broken. And then you say I have cheesing bullshit like hyper armor, super armor, and I just hate there's so much people that have this shit now. It's ridiculous. And my biggest concern is that I think they buff one person in particular that kind of breaks the game even more now, because I just got done doing a couple of PvPs, and right now Berserker is very broken right now in this game. I feel like Berserker, for some reason, each time I try to parry him or block his attacks, the attack goes through my block. And when I do get parry, I get the parry but still manage to get hit. This fucking class has so much hyper armor, it's ridiculous. And I feel like this fucking particular class do not need to have hyper armor. I don't care what people say, this fucking bitch do not need hyper armor. If that's the case, you might as well get Peacekeeper hyper armor, where she does her fucking zoning, if that's the case. If that's the case, give her hyper armor when she zones. Okay? No, let's top off. Okay, since he has hyper armor, then fucking Orochi needs hyper armor then, when he does his slide light. Or he should get a new new dodge left or dodge right heavy that has hyper armor, if that's the case. But I've been playing a lot of bullshit about this game, and there's one thing I have to say is that there's been a lot of cheese. There's been a lot of kind of like, yo, I feel like some of these people do not need certain moves. Like, John June is fucking broken that shit right now. It's like, when you try, it's weird, because when people do like a dodge left or dodge right, heavy or light, I can catch them when it can say. But for some reason, you can, every single time he does that, you can see the blade touch him, and he doesn't take damage for it. And I'm like, what the fuck? He doesn't take side damage when he does his bullshit dodge left or dodge right. And then he has like a dodge. He could do like either dodge. Like if you dodge him left, you could attack right, or you can choose to attack left, which I find that to be extremely broken. And then not only that, he doesn't take his stamina cost of canceling moves are pathetic. Like, so you tell me, if I try to cancel my light into my heavies with Peacekeeper, it takes 1/3 of my stamina, which it leaves me only 25% stamina. This bitch can manage to fucking cancel dodge into heavy level, and then he can cancel grab, he can super heavy cancel something, and then it takes like, well, each of his cancel takes 10% to 20% of his stamina gauge. So you tell me that he can just spam, and not only that, like, he's a heavy character, so you tell me he can just, in to top off, his stamina is just bullshit. So you tell me that this character is literally broken, and John June needs to be nerfed. Then you have someone like fucking, what's his face? Then you have someone like, I know that Shingoku got nerfed and buffed, but Shingoku is pretty cheap too. I personally feel like when it comes to Shingoku's charge, I feel like you should be able to hit him out of his charge. I feel like he doesn't need to have so much heavy armor, and that's the one shit that pissed me off. Like when it comes to Demon Embrace, I should be able to hit him out of Demon Embrace. You should at least know 2 things from him. or at least give him an option to nerf one thing from him. You can nerf his armor when it comes to his heavy charge, or you can nerf him when he does Demon Embrace, when he has the hyper armor when it comes to Demon Embrace. But overall, Shingoku is pretty cheap. Like, he's literally fucking cheap. And not that, like, let's talk about Nobushi. Nobushi is pretty good where she's at. But I hate how, if you do hidden stance, it takes so much stamina. But you have someone like fucking Warlord that can just literally hold back square. And he has infinite stamina when it comes to that fucking parry he does. And he can do this about, in the match, you could do this about 5 times before your stamina is depleted. But with Nobushi on the hand, if I do this shit twice and do one heavy, my stamina is gone. Pure gone. And I'm gonna have to wait for my stamina gauge to come back up. You know, lately there's been a lot of bullshit about this game. You know, some people I can deal with, like Highlander is pretty cheap, but once you get his memo, I feel like when it comes to his offense, his lights, I feel like his lights needs to be much slower than his, because his lights is fast as fuck, like really fast. And when you fight against someone with shitty latency, it's just fucking stupid. You can't even fight. And then now let's talk about Hitakuri. For some reason, Hitakuri is broken as shit, because for some reason when I try to time the unblockable and try to get the parry, it won't let me get the parry. Now, this is one thing I hear about this game, and I'm going to mention right now before I end this, because I'm not trying to make this super long, but I hate how most of these assassins guard are kind of depleting way too fast. I've been noticing lately since I've been playing, fucking Orochi's guard goes down quick now. For some reason, when you block, when it comes to some of these characters, it just goes away really fast, like within like 1.5 seconds is done. And I personally feel like they need to just take that shit out the game and have them block any way they want. If that's the case, Peacekeeper needs that the most when it comes to guarding. I think she should just have neutral guarding just like everyone else, like a fucking Warden at least. She should be able to guard any direction and maintain that guard. Same thing when it comes to Orochi. Orochi should have that too. Ninja don't need it, but Nuccia kind of needs it too. But I feel like when it comes to some of these assassins, they need to have that kind of guard removed and just let them guard any direction that they want. Now, everything else, I'm at this point that I'm just kind of like, yo, this game is completely bullshit. But at the same time, I play it because, you know, as a player, I'm trying to be better. Like, I'm trying to get good in the game. But even as I'm trying to get good, I feel like there's no point getting good if there's so much cheese and so much cheapness when it comes to some of these heroes in the game. And I just don't fucking like that. But yeah, this is it. I'm not trying to make this a long video, but the state for Arnold is kind of eh. But at the same time, it's pretty fun. It's fun. Like, if you don't really, you know, if you just want to play for fun and just don't mind the bullshit, then it's a good game. But if it's someone that's me just trying to improve, but you see a lot of bullshit between, then you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I see what he's trying to say. But yeah, that's it for my video.